Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
It was a scary situation for those on board a United flight from Fargo after the plane hit a bird and was forced to make an emergency landing. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. Melanie has the weekend off. United Flight 4619 took off from Hector International Airport around 1:30 this afternoon. And after being in the air for just a few minutes, the plane hit a bird, forcing it to land. Passengers tell Valley News Live they saw feathers covering the outside of the plane. The flight heading to Denver was then delayed for about 3 hours. No one was hurt. Now let's take a live look outside. It has cooled down quite a bit from what we once were, although it never really got too warm today. But for what we can expect tonight and tomorrow, let's check in with meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli.
And thank you, Jordan. Good evening, everybody. Yes, a really cool day. Temperatures well below normal again, and it set us up for a cool night ahead. We're into the lower 30s in most places. Some places out toward Wadena into the mid-30s still, but that's still a little below normal for this time of year. The good news is we do have some cloud cover, and the wind is not calm. In fact, the wind is dying down just a little. We're still a little breezy to windy, especially out toward Devil's Lake and Jamestown, where they're seeing winds 15 to 25. There's the clouds across the region, and we will see partly to mostly cloudy skies during the overnight, but we're going to stay dry until at least Sunday afternoon, when we have a few chances of some snow showers. Low temperatures tonight into the low to mid 20s. So we've got cool weather in store for tomorrow and to start next week, but there's a big warm-up on the way and more sunshine. We'll give you the details coming up later in the newscast.
Look forward to it. Thank you, Justin. A retired Minnesota priest accused of sexually abusing dozens of children has died. Father Louis Brouillard served as a priest in Guam in the 1980s. He admitted to abusing 20 or more boys while he was working on the island. He eventually moved back to Minnesota, where he died on Wednesday. He was 97 years old. We have new information on the incident involving the Detroit Lakes police chief grabbing a boy's neck. The Stearns County prosecutor says they will not be filing charges in this case. This past summer, police chief Steve Todd grabbed a 12-year-old boy around the neck after he thought the boy stole his bike. That boy was actually just picking up the bike because it blew over. The prosecutor says the jury would not find Todd's actions to be an unreasonable use of force. The Becker County prosecutor didn't handle the case because of a conflict of interest. Chief Todd says he felt awful about the situation and later apologized. We now know the name of the 79-year-old who died in a crash on I-94 in Morton County. Authorities say Carl Friedhoff Jr. was rear-ended early Thursday morning. That caused Friedhoff's truck to roll in the ditch. He died on the scene. The driver of the SUV wasn't hurt. A man is now behind bars after taking authorities on a high-speed chase for 7 miles in Wadena. The Wadena County Sheriff's Office says 32-year-old Samuel Godin didn't pull over for a traffic stop starting this chase. Godin left the city and was speeding through Todd County, where he eventually hit the ditch and kept driving before stopping. He was arrested for several charges, including an outstanding warrant from Todd and Wadena counties. A 16-year-old from South Dakota died after falling off the hood of a moving car and being dragged underneath. Authorities say Tanner Schlegel of Millbank was on the car when his foot got caught in the bumper, throwing him under the vehicle. He was taken to a Sioux Falls hospital and died last week. Charges are now pending against the 16-year-old boy who was driving that car. The University of Minnesota is now looking into its Greek life policy after another student died from alcohol. Almost a month ago, authorities found 20-year-old Dylan Fulton of South Dakota dead. He was found by fellow Alpha Gamma Rho fraternity members. The U of M student newspaper says the university launched a review into Greek life policies concerning alcohol. University officials plan on meeting with Greek life students to see how they can work to keep students safe. Hurricane Michael ravaged the southern United States, creating destruction almost unknown to the nation. Folks from our region are stepping up and helping their fellow Americans to the south. 12 people have been deployed so far from the Dakotas with the American Red Cross to areas impacted by the storm. They have started supplying the basics like food and water to over 2,000 people currently in Red Cross shelters. Tom Tazell says he wants to be able to bring the people of those areas more than just their physical needs.
what we hope to achieve is to let people know that they're not alone, that we are there to help them, that the sun will rise tomorrow, and every day things will get better.
People can volunteer their time or donate to the American Red Cross to help with Hurricane Michael relief efforts. To find out how, just go to our website, valleynewslive.com. We'll have more information attached to this story. Native American activists in North Dakota are working to find ways to ensure everyone living on a reservation has the opportunity to vote. This comes after the Supreme Court left in place a state law that requires voters to provide an ID showing a residential address. On reservations, not everyone has an address. Some just use a P.O. box. However, because of the new rules, P.O. boxes won't be counted as legal addresses. Native American activists say they now plan on giving tribal members addresses before the election. There's more bad news for farmers. Sugar beet and corn production is expected to go down this year in North Dakota. The Ag Department puts the sugar beet crop at 6.53 million tons. That's down from last year. The corn crop is down 5% at 426 bushels. Sunflower production down 3%, and the dry bean crop is down 11%. These numbers come as farmers struggle to find markets for their crops with the increased tariffs. The majority leader for the United States House of Representatives visited Fargo today and discussed multiple issues important to the region, including agriculture. Congressman Kevin McCarthy campaigned for Kelly Armstrong, the Republican running for North Dakota House. He is running against Democrat Max Schneider. The majority leader toured True North Steel and talked how the tax cuts helped business. He also talked about the Farm Bill and its impact on SNAP benefits.
We're not adding any new money to the Farm Bill. What you're doing is if somebody's going through and is going on to SNAP or something else, and they're able-bodied and don't have a child at home, all we're asking is spend some of that time looking for a job, or more importantly, get the job training to get there. Because what we need is, we need a workforce that can compete in the 21st century.
A group of people in Fargo are quickly working to develop the next big app for first responders in less than 24 hours. The Hack Fargo Hackathon is an event where teams come together to create programs and applications under a strict time limit. The event started at 1 this afternoon and will continue overnight to see what the community can come up with, all in the name of a good cause.
Well, the theme's public safety, and so we're working with the fire department and with AT&T's FirstNet network to just create, ideas and projects around public safety and kind of communications.
The public is invited to come out to the Prairie Den in downtown Fargo tomorrow at 1 o'clock to see what each team has invented to benefit public safety in our area. Later on Valley News Live at 10, what's in a vitamin? Researchers break down whether we should be taking daily supplements.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.